Old MacDonald had a farm. Oh. Hey guys, so today we took Jojo to Willows Activity Farm in St. Albans. I heard so much about this farm, so I was really excited to go. Plus my son loves singing Old MacDonald, as you've heard, and practicing farm animal sounds. So it's a good way to introduce a little phase 1 phonics. For those of you who don't know, I'm an early years teacher with a love of phonics. So first things first, download the Willows Farm Activity app. This will help you navigate the farm and tell you what events are on and where. So we started at the farmyard to see and feed the animals. For every animal we saw, try to sing a song that he knows that is related to the animal. So I sang "Hop Little Bunnies, Hop Hop Hop" when it came to looking at the bunnies, which he really enjoyed. I can tell that he made like a bit of a connection. I did "Mary Had a Little Lamb" when it got to the lamb. I can't lie, I really butchered the song because I couldn't remember after his fleece was white as snow. I couldn't remember what else I had to say. So completely winged the song, hoping that he would just hear the tune, you know? A side note, the pig was huge. I don't think that this video did it justice. It was so huge and it didn't even move about. I think it rolled over maybe once and that was it. Like when they say pigs like are lazy, that pig was lazy. Now when we got over here and I saw this, I was like, oh yeah, a song definitely comes to mind.
Because tonight will be the night that I will fall for you over again. Don't make me change my mind.
So we bought some feed for the animals at the entrance for £1. So I attempted to feed the goats whilst Jojo attempted to feed himself. Oh my goodness. I gave him one to feed the goats and he did, and he was so brave. Look at him. So after my son was so brave, I was like, no, I got to do this again. So I fed the goat with the remaining feed that was in my hand, and to be fair, they weren't that bad. They was quite soft. They do say they can bite though, but this one didn't bite. And then I had the wipes on deck. But when you finish feeding the animals, they do have a washing area to wash your hands thoroughly at the end. So then we moved on to the donkeys and I brought it back to Christmas singing "Little Donkey, Little Donkey." Don't judge my voice. Anyway, I think that the donkeys was my son's favourite animals. He was like so brave going to touch them, like he wasn't hesitant at all. So then we attempted to feed the donkey and guess who fed themselves? Yeah, look. I slowed it down for you guys to see. As I was busy trying to feed the donkey, Jojo was feeding himself. Oh my goodness, when I saw that, my heart nearly came out my mouth. Look at me. I was so shocked. And then there was a family that was nearby as well, but she laughed it off. She said that her daughter did the same thing. So yeah, so here we are feeding the donkeys, and I got him to feed the donkey reluctantly because obviously he thought the donkey's food was his food. So he was so brave with the big animals. I said, let's go over to the petting area and let's pet the bunnies, but he was having none of it. He did not even want to touch it. I couldn't get him to touch it for love nor money. He just, no, I don't know if it's because it was too close and those other animals, there was obviously something that was separating us, but yeah, him clapping is basically like, yeah, that's great, can we go now? He led me back to the donkeys, so we spent some time with Dylan the donkey, and I don't know what the other one's name is, but yes, like I said, this was obviously his favourite animal, and he was quite confident with this one, so you could see him there touching. Yeah, he really likes donkeys. Anyway, we left this and then we moved on to the animal feeding track to see more animals. This day was so warm and beautiful, and yeah, I actually think that this was a great day to do this type of activity. So we stopped off for lunch and we went to Peter Rabbit's Burrows Cafe. It's right near the entrance, and I got Jojo a kid's lunchbox. It was a waste of time because he just ate the food that was on my plate. After lunch I took him on the carousel. They said that parents could go on, but it was so tight, I was so stuck, and I don't know if he knew what to make of it, but yeah, he was quite stunned. Then we went to, I think this had to be his favourite place, the JCB Young Driver Zone. So he's into wheels and pressing horns, so this was right up his alley. He had so much fun in here, and I think he spent maybe 15 minutes in here, but it was quite hot in there, so I didn't want to spend any longer in there because it was so humid. After this we moved on to the soft area, and I have to admit, when I've taken him to soft play in the past, when he was younger he wasn't interested, and today was no different. He wasn't a fan of like the ball pit and probably only enjoyed the slides, so we didn't stay here long at all. You have to have socks to go in the soft area. I didn't have socks, so his uncle went in there with him, but you can purchase socks at the entrance as well. And here he is again playing with the wheels. Then we visited Cottontail Village, which was, in my opinion, perfect for his age group. Just like the whole role play aspect. Yeah, it was really good in here, and we spent a good amount of time in here as well. So after that we went to the sand area, and we didn't spend long in here because as Jojo is still at that age of putting things in his mouth, and sand being no exception, I just didn't want to take the risk. And yeah, so this was his second time going in sand, but this time he can move, obviously he can walk. So yeah, we didn't spend long in here. We did spend some time on one of the tractors that was in there. Then we heard an announcement that there was a meet and greet of one of the characters of Peter Rabbit, so we went to meet Cottontail. Willows Farm is actually themed around Peter Rabbit. I have to be honest, we didn't have a clue who this rabbit was, but we just went to go and see her. And then as the farmyard was close by, we went back to visit it one last time and feed the cows. Didn't feed the cow in the beginning because it looked kind of mean, but I was just like, nah, let's feed this, let's finish our feed. And then we ended the day at the swings, and as you can see, we spent about 3 hours here and we still didn't do everything. A day well spent, and one that we both recommend. See you next time in our next video.